Hi, I'm Sandra Green, founder of the WLA, and this is the start of a new series of vlogs that I'm going to put out there. I think that's what you call it. I'm going to share some inspirational ideas, I hope, some practical tips and some insights for you to help you each week. So not very long, enough time for you to have a quick cup of tea and capture some thoughts. And what struck me about doing today's vlog was a network event I was at last night in Manchester. And it was a great event actually, and I met quite a lot of new people, which I always love doing, and I spoke to lots of new people too, including lots of different women working in different sectors at different levels. And I love sharing perspectives and listening to their views. And what struck me last night was there seems to be women in different camps. So I think that women who have success are take a different strategy to other women. And I believe we've got three categories of women. We have women on one hand who I believe are more of a victim. So they tend to blame other people, they tend to moan and whinge, and they certainly expect things to be done to them. And quite frankly, I don't want to help and support women in that camp. I believe there are women at the other end of the spectrum, so women who experience success in their careers, and the more I speak to them, and the more I listen to them, and the more they share with me, the more I think we've got to learn from those people and give it to the whole big group of women in the middle. These women don't get the female agenda, to be quite honest. They don't really understand that there's a male-female split because they've been successful. So I ask them, of course, well, what is it that you do? How have you got to where you've got to? What is it that you've done? And invariably, there are 5 key things that they all do. First of all, is they ask for it. They ask for what they want. They're clear about what they want, and they ask. So many women don't ask, I can't tell you. Secondly, they believe in themselves. So they've got an inner sense of, I'm okay, I'm a good leader, I've got value to add. So they've got that belief. Thirdly, they seek help and support. So they go out and they find a sponsor, they get a mentor, they build a really good network. They also are constantly developing themselves. So they are on the lookout for opportunities to connect and grow. And I think the final thing that these women do, and they're not afraid to do this, is they call it out. So they know when something is wrong, and they know when they should, just a bit thrown because our other phone's ringing, how about that? Typical. They also call things out that they don't like in the workplace. So what do we do with all of that? Because I can quite happily stand here and say, right, what you need to do is you need to start asking for it, and you need to start shouting about it, and you need to start developing yourself to be the best person you can. But I thought what would be most helpful is to get you thinking about one of those areas, and that is your network. Okay? And what I want you to do is to get yourself pen and paper and have a think about, for example, in my network, who's going to help me deliver my professional, it's a bit of a long word that one, isn't it? Professional goals. So who's going to help me deliver the job? So all the results I need to do, who is in my network that I'm reaching out to? Secondly, who is helping me with my career? Again, so many women don't get the time to think about it. But what's the career direction I'm taking? And who are the people who are going to help and support me? And thirdly, what about my own personal network? Who are the people who will help me build my resilience, give me that sense of strength, and help me develop those careers? And I think you've got to have clarity, and you've got to build yourself a strong network. So that's your homework and assignment for this week. There's one other thing I'd love you to do. I'm going to chop it up here. We've just created we haven't just done it, we launched it a few weeks ago. We've got a Facebook group, okay? Now some people don't like being on Facebook, I know, but we would love you to come over and say hi. Facebook.com, and it's rather long, but it's the Women Leaders Association. I've spelled that correctly. Women Leaders Association. So please do come, let us know how you're getting on, let us know how we can help and support you, and I look forward to speaking to you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.